Hey, what's up everyone? Saintsfan back again with another GTA Online DLC video, and today we are still getting more leaks for the next DLC. This is a very strange time because normally we don't have this much information going into a future DLC, but Fun keeps finding stuff in the game files, keeps breaking stuff down, and I wanted to share with you guys because it is very, very interesting. So there's actually quite a bit, so just going through it and then we'll talk about it at the end. He says, I found some interesting details regarding the next DLC. If a rival player who owns a hangar or facility takes your cargo or heist prep equipment, then he can take it to his own business. It's common sense, right? Now, it checks if the destination is his own hangar facility, and then it executes the code that processes things while you're delivering it. In other words, he can deliver it to somewhere else, which could be the location of the new business. A new base of operations that stores pretty much everything. Another change I have noticed is the Avenger function to check if you're executing the hold X to enter the Avenger's hold code. It's typical that this will execute the code to a player so that he will move and enter the hold. Even if you have a passenger, that player would execute the code to his character. Now, it's not limited to the player, making it possible to pick up NPCs and have them enter the hold. So that's interesting. And he says finally they have updated a function that lists props to apply the native crate model hide to them. I don't know what that native does, but almost every prop object listed is near the location of a business supply mission. And then he says one of them is a chair inside the police station, the other is a dumpster in front of the police department. I assume the new business will give us missions where we have to deal with either cops or work with them. And this is the picture. So this one right here is the dump or the garbage whatever outside of the police station. And then we have this, which is inside the police station. You can see it kind of reminds you of like a CEO style, office chair or something. So that's interesting. But continuing on, he says, just to remind you that it's part of a function that lists world props featured in supply missions. These props in the pics are likely to be featured in the new missions in which we will act as cops or deal with them. It's not a confirmation that we'll be able to store cop cars. Also, I have misunderstood the function that deals with the new event again. To make it simple, we can collect more than one cargo during the event, and this new pendant event would work like one of the Battle Royale games where the zone acts as a storm while allowing you to collect infinite cargo inside the zone and deliver them to your base as long as you make it in time. So that's another very interesting point. And then the final thing, someone said, I think the desk chair at the police station, like I just mentioned, could be equivalent to the office desk, biker desk, etc. But he says not really. The props are placed in a function that deal with the supply missions, and it also has code for the alien supply mission, and these props aren't special. He says these props actually unload when you get too far away, and there are tiny changes that you won't really notice during supply missions, but they explain a lot to us as we will be able to access them or access the police station. The limit was increased to contain 4 more props, and we only have the coordinates of 2. So that's a lot of stuff. I'll try and break it down to what I think it is as simple as possible. So the next DLC, we're getting some sort of police occurrence, and we're also getting a Battle Royale mode. Now, that's probably not the only stuff. Obviously, Rockstar like to add a bunch of other things, but it looks like if the original rumor of Rockstar consolidating everything is true, we may have to buy some sort of like police station or a police storage place that can store any sort of business supplies. Like this next DLC could be us playing as dirty cops, because maybe Rockstar don't want us to play as good cops because maybe that doesn't make sense to them, even though it's a game and you can do whatever you want. But maybe we play as dirty cops, and the saying stuff always goes missing from the evidence locker. Maybe that's sort of what we're doing. We're making stuff go missing, and then we could potentially buy cop cars or store them in this police warehouse or something, because that would be something a lot of people wanted, and it would make sense that cops could have access to all of the different business supplies. Now, how that relates to that new the new free mode event, the Battle Royale one. I don't know. That sounds interesting, but it honestly sounds kind of cool. If there is some giant, like, death wave that's just slowly making its way to, like, the center of the city or something, that sounds kind of cool. I don't know. Maybe it won't be, but it sounds kind of cool. Because I like the Battle Royale games that are out. But someone also suggested that maybe, you know, instead of cops, maybe we're dealing with cops, but we don't actually get to play as one. Maybe they finally add the mansions to the game, and there's some sort of underground base that, you know, is huge that we can store all this stuff at, you know, like a base of operations. Maybe that's what we got to do. I don't know exactly. It is very early on, and even though we know all this information, it's still hard to piece together what Rockstar are cooking up over there. But it's very, very interesting. That's for sure. I mean, knowing that we're getting some sort of police contact, and then we're getting some sort of Battle Royale mode. I mean, that sounds pretty awesome. I mean, you guys in the comment section, tell me what you think about this. And maybe you can let me know what you think fun means by all this stuff. Obviously, once we get more information, I will let you guys know. But for the time being, I mean, this is what we got. And I really don't know what to make of it. But like I said, it does sound cool. So anyway, thank you all for watching. That is it with the leaks for the next DLC. Please drop the video a like if you did enjoy. Subscribe for more awesome GTA content. And as always, I'll see you guys in the next one.